Now a News 2 special presentation, Remarkable Women of the Lowcountry, sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings and Closets by Design.
Welcome to the News 2 Remarkable Women Special. I'm Carolyn Murray.
And I'm Octavia Mitchell, joining you from the spectacular Hotel Bennett in downtown Charleston. Today we have the honor of spotlighting some of the Lowcountry's most wonderful, remarkable women.
We ask you to tell us who you believe are some of the most incredible women in the Lowcountry, and you responded in a big way. We narrowed it down to 4 finalists.
We certainly did. We have a lot of remarkable women in the Lowcountry. Now we are so excited and honored to introduce you to each of those finalists. Before our grand reveal of our winner inside the South Carolina Aquarium on April 1st, our first finalist is empowering thousands of low to moderate income families throughout the city of Charleston to become first-time homeowners. Gianna Shaw Johnson has made it her mission for the last 15 years to do just that. The work of Shaw Johnson, director of the city's Department of Housing and Community Development, and her team continues to improve the lives of Lowcountry families.
It changed my whole life. It had a lot of work to be done. I couldn't do all the work myself.
Helping families buy, maintain, and renovate homes in the city of Charleston. That's the goal of the city of Charleston's Department of Housing and Community Development.
So this area was redeveloped in 2013. It includes a mix of rental housing for low and moderate income individuals. It includes market rate housing, and it includes housing that was constructed under our first-time home ownership program.
For more than 15 years, Gianna Shaw Johnson has served as the department's director.
We actually help to create and preserve affordable and workforce housing in the city of Charleston.
The mission of the Department of Housing and Community Development is to create and preserve housing and create economic opportunities.
I actually help people buy houses, so we have what we call a first-time home buyer program, and we facilitate that program by working with for-profit developers who build housing, as well as nonprofit organizations that build housing. Additionally, we help people remain in their homes, and we call that preservation.
In addition, the department has rehabilitation programs, which include the roof replacement, substantial, and the rental rehabilitation programs. 65-year-old Deborah Edwards' historic downtown home received major renovations through the programs offered.
I've been in this house about 48 years. They tore off the back part of my house and add 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and a laundry room in the hall. And they remodeled the 2 rooms that they kept. They gave me a brand new house. I am very thankful.
Mrs. Edwards is not alone. Their services impact 4,000 families annually.
We have assisted over 11,000 households, which when you double that, of course, that equates to over 22,000 people.
Shaw Johnson says she gives all the credit to her amazing team working on the front lines. Her staff is essential to the progress made throughout the communities they serve.
I'm working in the back, in the shadows, if you will, to make sure we can continue to do this for years to come.
Gianna Shaw Johnson believes her role with the city of Charleston enables her to give back to those who are less fortunate and empower them to turn dreams into reality.
We handed a key to a 60-year-old African-American woman who never owned a home before. When we think about opportunities and legacy, that's a legacy that she'll be able to leave her family forever. Witnessing a miracle like that is pretty phenomenal.
Making a difference, one key at a time.
I love Charleston. I grew up in Charleston. Our goal is to improve the lives of individuals in the city of Charleston. And we do that by improving your living environment, building the community that I call home.
What does it mean to you to be a finalist for Remarkable Woman?
Very humbling to think that somebody considered me that. It says to me, Gianna, the work that you're doing is leaving a mark. It's part of the legacy that I want to leave when I walk away from the city of Charleston. And so it's exciting. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Funding for the Department of Housing and Community Development programs comes from the Department of Housing and Urban Development and the City of Charleston. The department receives $3 million from HUD annually.
Some of our remarkable women making a difference not because of what they do themselves, but what they do for others. Our next finalist helps one child at a time at the St. Julian Divine Community Center. News 2's Hannah Powers introduces us to Emily Cruz.
Emily Cruz has a passion for children, and she spent almost her entire professional career helping them learn.
When I started working in the school, what I noticed is a lot of times there wasn't, our kids needed more community.
Community is something Cruz is building the grassroots way by focusing time and resources on individual children.
I love the kids, and they don't see a lot of consistency. Year after year, we see a whole flux of new teachers come in, new administrators often.
Cruz worked in our local school system with CCSD for 3 years, but has since moved to mentoring. Be a Mentor is a local nonprofit that pairs school-aged children with local adult mentors across all professions and disciplines, and also provides a spot to go after school to do homework, work on reading skills, make art, or just have a snack in a safe place.
I told you, people are always wanting to give. And if you can direct them, listen to the community, and also direct them of how they can give best, it's just amazing the things that we're seeing. Like, I'm seeing confidence built in kids. I'm seeing, parents having more trust and faith in us.
Cruz lights up talking about all the programs that she works with, but it's obvious one group has a special hold on her, a group of middle school-aged girls.
Girls especially seem to be really lost, and they need someone to talk to. And I think it's just really imperative that you see something that they're good at and you speak life into them, and speak things into existence, and expose them to the opportunities that are available to them.
Opportunities like fashion camp, horseback riding, trips to the theater, all arranged by Miss Cruz. Cruz's longtime friend and now recent volunteer in the after-school program, Hunter Genovese, nominated Cruz as a remarkable woman.
She's just genuinely the most beautiful person, like inside and out. Like, she just genuinely cares. Like, she's the person that's going to ask you every time she sees you, like, how are you, what's going on. Like, if something's off, she'll be like, I can tell, like, you're a little quiet today, like, what's wrong, like, I'm here for you. Like, she's just always there, probably too much, because I think she doesn't put herself first enough.
Genovese tells me during her time at Be a Mentor, Cruz has signed on hundreds of new mentors and volunteers.
Just hearing her talk about it so passionately in the community and with everyone she meets, it's kind of like, infectious. Everyone wants to become a mentor after they talk to Emily.
But for Cruz, the opportunity to win the Remarkable Women grant just means more resources she can spend on the kids and giving them a place where they are loved.
At the end of the day, that's what we're all about, is that kids feel like they can be themselves.
If you are interested, Be a Mentor is in constant need for volunteers and donations, and you can learn more about their mission and ways to help at beamentornow.org.
Coming up, our last two remarkable women finalists. One, a College of Charleston professor making changes in her students and the lives of people in this community. The other, a Lowcountry immigrant opening doors for people in the Hispanic community.
J&K Home Furnishings and Closets by Design recognize remarkable women of the Lowcountry.
Welcome back to our Remarkable Women Special.
Our third finalist is Dr. Jocelyn Evans, an Associate Dean and Professor at the College of Charleston.
If you take a class under Dr. Jocelyn Evans, you will also learn that your actions at school, work, and at home matter in the lives of family, friends, and strangers. She literally had a line of people wanting to talk about how she finds innovative ways to connect to the boardroom, the classroom, to a room for someone who is homeless, because she believes everyone has the potential to do something remarkable. I spoke with her and the people who nominated her to be our remarkable woman.
I happened to see Octavia's commercial for Remarkable Women.
Count on News 2 to continue the tradition of honoring women.
She was the first person I thought of. I thought it was remarkable. Raised 2 children by herself. She put herself through college, PhD,
Inabinit says because she witnessed Dr. Evans shape the future of thousands of students at the College of Charleston, she put pen to paper to tell others about the Associate Dean of Business who's investing in students, staff, and community.
It gives me great pleasure to nominate Jocelyn Evans. She teaches first-year experience course to engage freshman students early. She spearheads multicultural overnight visits, served as advisor to the Microfinance Club. This was limited to 500 words.
Dr. Evans is seen as a trailblazer in the School of Business. Establishing excellence as the standard is not new to her.
I know that when I was going to college, oftentimes I was a first person of color, to get my PhD in finance at the University of South Carolina. The first person of color and first woman to actually be hired in the finance department here. And oftentimes when you're first, you don't have that community to support you. One of my missions to make students succeed is to make sure no matter who they were, whether they're female, male, black, white, green, or yellow, they're going to have a community, because oftentimes you cannot succeed in life alone.
The beloved educator earns top marks and high praise from her students.
She is phenomenal, excellent. I call her Superwoman. She lovingly pushes you in the right direction to where you need to be.
Her reach is far, taking a group of finance students to Honduras to teach villagers economic sustainability. And rolling up her sleeves here in Charleston.
I and several students formed the Microfinance Club, where we've been doing a lot in the local community. We've worked with Hope to Home, where they actually move furniture and source furniture to help people from 180 Place and the homeless. We actually, every year, go and clean out the dorms, and we separate what's trash, and we separate what's a treasure.
Even when you are not in the classroom, you are still teaching and mentoring.
You're right.
The dean of the School of Business at the College of Charleston tells me her list of awards is long. To name a few, a Service Fellow Award by the Academy of Economics and Finance and the School of Business's 2018 Distinguished Faculty Service Advising Award.
Jocelyn does everything because she cares. She cares for her students, she cares for her community, and I'm always amazed that the time she's out of her office is because she's giving her time.
You know, how are we going to teach our kids what they should do? They're going to watch you. Sometimes it's not just yourself. Sometimes it turns out to be other people. I just didn't know that.
Dr. Jocelyn Evans works tirelessly in the world and the workplace to foster personal and professional achievement among those privileged to become a part of her wide circle. She's helping others reach their goals, and that adds up to her being a remarkable woman.
And I just want to hope that this is an example that other people realize that there are a lot of needs out there, and that they will either do it themselves or join some organization and help out and make life better for everybody.
Our fourth and final finalist is a Lowcountry immigrant who has made it her mission to open doors for the Hispanic community and lift up those around her. News 2's Sofia Desasor is sharing her remarkable journey and lasting impact.
Perfecto. Día número 1. A wife, mother, teacher, and role model. There is little Miley Ropalo can't do. Take a glimpse at her calendar, and it's clear she stays busy.
And I need to check this, and then this one.
But life hasn't always been this way for Ropalo, who moved to California 22 years ago from Barranquilla, Colombia. After 2 years on the West Coast, her husband was transferred to work at Charleston's Air Force Base.
But for me, it was very isolating.
The transition difficult for Ropalo and her young family.
When I came here, I realized that as a Hispanic woman, things were different for me. I have plenty of role models in California, support system, 2-3 generations of Hispanics versus here.
She vowed to change that. In 2002, Ropalo became the first Spanish-speaking state mental health counselor in Dorchester County. Within a few years, she was awarded as the State Employee of the Year for that department in Dorchester and Charleston counties. But her work didn't stop there. In 2009, she opened a life coaching business, which she operates on the side. But she says navigating starting a company was near impossible. So Nilsi went to the drawing board.
Guys, we need to to do a nonprofit. We need to create the Hispanic Business Association. We need to help others who want to open a business to give them tools. And we need to do that for them because nobody did that for us. We didn't have any clue.
The Hispanic Business Association was born, and within a few years, the group partnered with Lowcountry Local First to offer Spanish business classes that she now teaches.
This is people that they bring businesses, employees to our community, and it's changing the life of a lot of people. Then it's amazing.
Each time she got her footing in the Lowcountry, she committed to paving the way for other hopeful Hispanics.
I try to have everything that I learn and that I know and I have experienced, positive, challenging, or negative, to bring it back to the community.
Ropalo says she sees herself as a bridge, connecting families, often with poor English language skills, with the resources they need to succeed.
To, facilitate things. My child wants to go to college. Nilsi, what can I do? Okay, let's talk to College of Charleston. Let's see, and this is going on, and we need food stamp. Okay, let's, and just helping them to find resources.
A remarkable woman fueled by her passion to help others.
Every single time that I have the opportunity to help is because I have learned something, and I want somebody to learn that. Then it is an honor. It is an honor to teach them. It is an honor to hold their hand. It is an honor to prevent that something that happened to me happened to them.
Ropalo serves on multiple boards and committees, including City of Charleston's Enterprise Office Advisory Board, Mayor Tecklenburg's Latinx Advisory Board, the State Commission on Minority Affairs, and the Minority and Women-Owned Business Advisory Committee. That's a lot.
That is a lot. She's a very busy woman. And if you are like us and wondering how she juggles it all, she is up at 4 a.m. every morning.
I know a little something about that.
You know a lot about that.
Two 2021 remarkable women finalists making a difference in the community together.
They most certainly are. Coming up, how Dr. Romina Illick and Regina Scott Saunders were brought together as a way to change lives.
J&K Home Furnishings and Closets by Design recognize remarkable women of the Lowcountry.
Thank you for staying with us for our News 2 Remarkable Women special. This year's 4 finalists are women who truly inspire, celebrate, and lift this community and those around them each and every day. And there are many women across the Lowcountry who are truly remarkable.
We are honored that our Remarkable Women initiative has helped strengthen community bonds. Last year, the program brought together 2 women and helped them work to keep a business alive. Amaris Jenkins brings us that story of 2021's Remarkable Women, Romina Illick and Regina Scott Saunders.
Dr. Romina Illick is here with $1,000 to donate to you.
2 Lowcountry heroes brought together through News 2's Remarkable Women initiative, but now forever connected through sisterhood.
You didn't even say, oh my God.
Regina Scott Saunders and Dr. Romina Illick. Dr. Illick is our 2021 Remarkable Woman of the Lowcountry, and with that, she received a check for $1,000 for any charity of her choice. So why not the charity of a friend?
I couldn't think of anybody that's more deserving. She's bright, she's hardworking, she serves our community every day, and I knew that this was going to go far in her hands.
Illick chose fellow finalist Regina Scott Saunders, who started Destiny Community Cafe. The cafe is a place where those in need can eat and pay what they can, or even volunteer for a meal. But her business ran into tough times after a hike in rent during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I accept this on behalf of a lot of the other nonprofits out here who are struggling, because we all chip in and help each other as much as we can.
Dr. Illick working on the front lines in healthcare amid the COVID-19 pandemic, to Saunders helping those in need. Now, these 2 have a lot planned for the future.
Definitely. Day one, we already had a plan. She's like, she's got plans. I'm like, oh my gosh, we could do that.
As for what Regina has done with that money, she's put her business on wheels by starting a food truck. But as she moves forward, she says she'll always remember the impact her cafe has left on thousands of lives.
I told people, you know, they don't realize, you know, we don't get to tell folks a lot. We had folks that would come here that was in suicidal states, but they left here not wanting to live because somebody cared.
A remarkable story with two wonderful women, Dr. Romina Illick and Regina Scott Saunders, sharing the honors of last year's award.
I just love the bond.
I love it.
Beautiful,
Good
beautiful.
stuff happening.
As for this year, we're still waiting for the winner of the 2022 Remarkable Women Initiative. That reveal is less than a week from today on April 1st, and you can join the News 2 Today crew as we announce that winner.
Very, very excited about that. It will be dark and early, of course. For now, thank you so much for joining us for this year's Remarkable Women Special. I'm Carolyn Murray.
And before we go, I must say, I certainly enjoy sitting next to this remarkable woman.
Of course, one of my favorite women. She is one of our remarkable women.
Touche. I'm Octavia Mitchell.
Thanks for watching, everyone.